Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, I'm talking about Diablo. Diablo 4, the beta is here, and I've gotten to play a decent amount of it, and I just wanted to give my opinion because everybody's giving their opinion. That's the YouTuber thing to do. And you know what? So far, I'm having a good time. All I wanted from Diablo 4, I've said it time and time again, is I wanted a Diablo meets Path of Exile in the middle type of game, if that makes sense. So, like, obviously I wanted more of that Diablo 2 feel, which it's there, all right. If you play the game or if you watch anybody play the game, you get that Diablo 2 aesthetic. It's darker, it's a little more gory. You know, and it really does feel, I was saying even the music when you're in the town, when you're in the zones, it almost feels kind of, it's an odd mixture of like kind of dark and creepy yet relaxing. It's actually a really cool music style. I like it a lot with the violins and everything. And then, you know, just getting like that Path of Exile skill tree type thing, but without the Path of Exile skill tree, if that makes sense. So when I opened it up and I looked through, I was like, dude, this is exactly what I wanted, right? It pretty much has, you know, the big trees that branch out into various different, you know, talent tree type things with skills, and you can pick and then you branch off again, and you know, you unlock more and you unlock more, and it keeps going down. But there's only like one big tree. So there's like one big tree, then you go to the next one, that's like one big tree, then you go to the next one, instead of Path of Exile, which was just like a literal like galaxy. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of people enjoy having more of that, right? More options and things. But to me, I enjoy it kind of simplified down. And, you know, to me, that's not even like a bad thing. I don't think simplification's bad. I think a lot of it is just kind of pruning the bloat, right? I think getting rid of a lot of bloat is like, there's certain things where it's like, oh, I would never take that. But the option's there. And it's like, well, if you're never going to take it, why even have the option? You know, like everybody's always going to go the, you know, most meta build if you're playing at like a high level. And for the most part, most people are probably going to, you know, maybe do a meta style build where they take it, but they make it their own. And then there's people just winging whatever. But for the most part, most people are not going to take the really bad things. And so people could say, well, there's the option to take the really bad thing if you want it, but nobody's going to take it. So like, to me, it's just better to get rid of it. You know, I mean, that's my opinion. But I've really enjoyed it because that's really what I've wanted. Going into this game, I was like, give me like a simplified Path of Exile meets Diablo 2 with a more modern Diablo 3 feel to it. You know what I mean? I like the Diablo 3 gameplay, right? Diablo 3 to me, I really enjoyed the gameplay, but it was very cartoony in ways. There are a lot of things to dislike about it. And so going back to that Diablo 2 style and then blending in that Path of Exile system, but in a more simplified way, has really made me enjoy the game a lot. And the negatives so far are the queue times and the servers. Who would have guessed it, right? A Blizzard game, especially Diablo. There's that old Diablo one, I can't remember. It's like Error 57 or 7. I don't remember what it was. It was back with Diablo 3. Somebody will post in the comments, but pretty much logging in yesterday was terrible. You had a queue, then you had a queue after you queued, and then you had a queue to get into the game after the queue to get into the queue. So there's like 3 queues you had to do. And it was just like, dude. And then you would DC, then you get put back in the queue, and then depending on how bad the servers were, it ranged from like 5 minutes to like forever, essentially. But today it's actually been a lot better. I've hopped in a few times. I had no queue, and that's, you know, Saturday afternoon, so it should be, I would imagine, pretty busy. And it's really just, it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. And so if the rest of the game is like how this game is, and it gets better and, you know, more of the same, sign me up. Like, I've had nothing but a great time. This is coming from somebody, I just casually play Diablo, man. I'm not, you know, I don't play hardcore stuff. I don't, you know, power grind seasons. You know, this is just from me, who likes to run around, kill some stuff, get some loot, and be like, nice. And then, you know, that's that. I'm not even a big lore person. Usually I skip the cutscenes, but the opening cutscene was actually fantastic. Like, I love the opening cutscene. It was really good. And then there was another one where you're in the church. That was pretty insane cutscene. But a lot of times I skip in-game cutscene little interactions because I'm like, if I really want it, I'll wait till the actual game to come out. In the beta, I'm kind of like, whatever. Someone else will test it. I'm mainly here to just grind, kill stuff, and get loot. So I did notice that a lot of people seem to be getting legendaries, so I don't know if it's like tuned up real high or not, or if legendaries are kind of getting like World of Warcraft epicified, where they used to be legendary and now they're epic, and how like epics used to be epic and now they're just kind of like whatever, right? I don't know if they've done that or if it is just tuned up for the beta. I don't know, maybe. But I've been playing Sorcerer. I've been having a great time just, playing Fire, and it's nice because you can respec whenever, right? So you can be like, you know what? I don't want to play Fire anymore. I'm going to go Frost, and just boom, boom, bam. You're Frost now, right? You can do it on the fly. And you got gear that also gives you skills, which is really cool. I've enjoyed that. So it's like, oh, this gives you a point in, Frost Icicle Spear. And then you're like, oh, I guess I have Icicle Spear. And you can kind of try it for free. And if you like it, then you can just go put points into it. And you're like, nice. Now I have 4 points in Icicle Spear plus 1, so I'm at 5. And now I've got max Icicle Spear to discount. Until you lose that piece of gear, obviously. But so far, it's been a great time. Aside from the disconnects and the queue time. So, that's kind of been my opinion so far. And that's really it. That's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, there's plenty of other videos of like expert people being like, here's the in-depth analysis of my Diablo 4 comparatively to Path of Exile and Diablo and all that stuff. Like, no, you know me. I'm just, I'm here to give you the casual player, person perspective, and I'm having a good time, and I like killing demons in Diablo. So let me know how you've been enjoying the beta. Let me know if you ate the KFC Double Down. I did not. I got a key from being a YouTuber streamer. Let me know how your stomach's doing, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Okay? Okay. See ya. Also, here's some videos if you want to check them out. New Pointless Top 10 and something else. See ya.